I had a question from one of my students this week asking me if I could advise them on a sort of 15-minute daily warm-up routine before they get into their main practice. So here are a bunch of exercises that I've used, that I still continue to use as and when I have the time. These will help to develop your technique, regardless of how long you've been playing the bass. They will improve your knowledge of the fretboard, and most importantly, they will develop your confidence in your accuracy in playing the triads of the major scale, which are very, very important because those are the building blocks of most of the songs that you're going to be playing, regardless of the genres that you happen to be operating in. Everyone says I always talk too much in these videos, so I'm going to do my best to just shut up and play. Here we go. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off by spelling the major scale. Today we're going to be in the key of D. You could do this in any key, and at the end of the video I'll talk about transposition, changing keys. Spell me a D major scale, please. Hopefully you said D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. If you can't do that in your head, off the top of your head, that's fine, but that's a skill you need to work on. I would always encourage writing this stuff out on paper until you've got it memorized. So we're just going to take that scale and we're going to play it from the 10th fret of the E string, just in a very straightforward positional manner, all the way to the highest note in that position, which will be a G. Here we go. You'll notice that I visited the C sharp below the root there. That's still part of the position, so it needs to be known and played. We're going to take that scale and chop it up into its component triad. So we're going to build a triad, build a 3-note chord on each degree of the scale, and we'll find that we get a repeating pattern of chords that exists if you harmonize any major scale. Worth knowing because it's the building block of most songs that you might encounter. So what I want you to do as we're playing these, I'm going to play them in quarter notes at 60 BPM and then go through some different subdivisions. Play along, name the chord that we're playing, and call out the constituent pitches, or at least think about the notes that go into that chord. So ascending every triad, root, third, fifth. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G major, A major, B minor, C sharp diminished, resolve to a D. On the way down, I'm still going to go up every triad. So C sharp diminished, 3, 4, B minor, A major, G major, F sharp minor, E minor, D major, C sharp diminished at the bottom, resolving to D. Here it is again without me talking over the whole thing. So 3, 4. How about we try that in 8th notes? 1, 2, 3, 4. Back down. We're going to try the reverse of that. We're going to descend every arpeggio. So we're going to play 5th, 3rd root on the way up and on the way down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G major, A major, B minor, C sharp diminished. Let's head back down straight away. Here it is without me talking. 3, 4. How about eighth notes? 3, 4. Next one, we're going to go up the first chord, down the next. We're going to go up D major, down E minor, up F sharp minor, down G major, etc. And when we get to the top, we're just going to turn around and come back down straight away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that in eighth notes. 3, 4. Just for a laugh, how about eighth note triplets? 3, 4. And if you've had plenty of coffee today, why not try 16th notes? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the last option is to go down the first one, up the second one. So we're going to try that. So down D major, up E minor. 3, 4. You guess what's coming next? Eighth notes. 3, 4. Triplets, 3, 4. Sixteenth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully we're now very familiar with what happens in that position. Great, marvellous, lovely, fantastic, wonderful. But what happens if you want to play these things in 2 octaves in a slightly different way? This is where things get fun, believe it or not. We're going to take a 2-octave arpeggio, major, minor and diminished, depending on the chord type that we're at in the scale, and we're going to play that on 2 different fingerings. One starting from the first half of the hand, the other one starting from the other half of the hand. So you're making sure that you've got skills to play the sound that's in your head or the sound that is required, even if you're on the wrong finger, as it were. So if I play D major, I'm going to start D major in the way that everyone always plays a major arpeggio. I'm then going to shift up the A string and find a D here with my little finger, the octave, and then I'm going to play a triad sort of backwards across 3 strings. So we get this. I'm then going to move up and play E minor, F sharp minor, G major in the same way. Let's start off 60 BPM, quarter notes. Here we go. So D major, 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor. Now, that might not be accessible to some people, so let's play it down here from the open string. Here we go. 3, 4. F sharp minor. G major. A major. B minor. C sharp diminished. D major. So we just did all those arpeggios ascending. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can do them all descending, starting from the highest note in the 2nd octave. So if I did D major, I come down this fingering and then look for the lower one. I think it's really important to eyeball where you're going on the bass. Fine, it's very virtuous to be able to play the thing without looking at it, but we want to be accurate. And this is stuff for the practice room, not for the gig. So I want to eye up that 12th fret before I get there. And then with E minor. And this is challenging because you have to think about the whole triad before you start anything. So for F sharp minor, I need to think about what the 5th is. The 5th of F sharp minor is C sharp. 5th of G major is D, etc. So A major, B minor, and then the odd one out, C sharp, diminished, odd one out because it's the only diminished chord, and we have to kind of adapt the fingering a little bit, or at least I do. If you want an extra challenge, you can run them up and down. Let's do them up and down, and why not? Let's do them in eighth notes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So. If that wasn't challenging enough, maybe let's finish off with descending, ascending in triplets. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you have it. A short 15-minute daily triad workout that you can use to develop your technique, increase your fretboard knowledge, and improve your confidence and accuracy in playing those diatonic arpeggios, which are so very, very important in lots of different areas of our musical lives. Once you're really confident in the key of D major that we just did there, feel free to transpose that to other keys. What I recommend doing, which is what I do with my students, is get hold of the circle of fifths. You can find it, it's out there on the internet. Start at C and then move one key in each direction. So you might go C, F, G, B flat, D, E flat, A, etc. And then pretty soon you'll be getting very, very confident, very fluent in all sorts of triads and all sorts of key centers, and just learning new pieces of music will become a lot easier, I promise you. If you've enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And if you use the links in the video description, you can head to my website, freebasstranscriptions.com, where you can find lots of free bass transcriptions, along with instructional methods for learning to improve your rhythm reading and to refine your practice, along with lots of free lessons and other content.